June 4th, a day like any other. Or is it? Well, it depends on what you're looking for. Like, did you know that on this day in 1738, King George III was born? And just to prove that we're not totally obsessed with royalty, here's another famous person born on June 4th, Angelina Jolie. And if you need further proof that this is a big day in the life of celebrities, let me add this. On this day in 1994, the filming of The Truman Show began. That is the movie starring Jim Carrey as a man who finds out his entire life is actually a TV show. Coincidentally, the series finale of The Twilight Zone also aired on this day, but in 1979. Talk about a plot twist. But it's not all about who's born or the shows that start on this day. On June 4th in 1941, the oldest animal fossils in the United States were discovered. These fossils, which are of marine animals, were found in the state of Ohio. And to think we almost missed this major fossil find because of a pesky pandemic. Just imagine if those paleontologists had been stuck at home because of COVID, who knows how much longer those fossils would have remained undiscovered. But perhaps the most fascinating thing about June is that on this day in 1769, there was a total solar eclipse. But before that, on June, there was a transit of Venus. Now, if you're not an astronomer, that probably doesn't mean anything to you, so let me break it down. A transit of Venus is when the planet Venus passes between the Sun and the Earth, and the last time this happened was in 2012. As for the solar eclipse, well, you've seen those. Hopefully, if you're watching this in the United States, you may have even seen one in 2017. So why is it important that these two astronomical events happened on consecutive days? Well, let me tell you, the scientific community went nuts over the transit of Venus in 1769. It was such a big deal that they predicted the solar eclipse that followed it. They didn't know the eclipse would be total, but they knew there would be an eclipse. And you know what? They were right. That's right. Scientists predicted an eclipse before it happened based on the fact that there had been a transit of Venus. Now, do you know what else happened on this day? Check this out. In 1887, the first recorded game of basketball was played. And in 1910, the first airmail service in the world began. So you can see that June is a pretty important month. But don't worry, we won't tell anyone if you forget. Just make sure to subscribe so we can take you through every month of the year, surprising you with facts you never knew you needed until now.